To open the right bank account for your business, there are 2 things you should not do and like 11 things you must consider. So there are 2 things, right? 2 things you should not do when you want to open a bank account for your business. Number 1 is you should not go with the bank your friends and family are banking with. The reason is because most of them are already banking with the same banks that their own friends and family are banking with. I mean, they did not do their due diligence to make sure that the bank is the right option for them. The second thing is, do not just walk up into any bank and ask to open an account. You do not know if you should be opening an account with them in the first place, and if you do this, they will recommend something that pays them more than it pays you. So to open the right bank account for your business, there are like 11 things you must consider. Number 1, go to as many banks as possible. This is important. Don't just walk up to the first one that comes to mind. You need to visit a number of them so that you can hear about the different packages and options available, so you can compare and contrast and then choose the option that works best for your business needs. Number 2, you need to find out what are the available current account option packages that they have available. So most banks have more than one current account type, and of course you should be using a current account rather than a savings account for your business, and each is suited to different kinds of businesses. So if they have more than one package, ask them what the differences are and what conditions are attached to each. We open a bank account with Diamond Bank, and every month they will bill a charge on the account despite us not doing any transactions on it. So after a few months, I went in there and I asked them why they were billing us when we were not doing any transactions. And I found out that the account we opened mandated that we are going to be paying a specific amount of money every month. Number 3, is there a fee to run this account? If there is more than one package, ask this question for each of the packages individually. If the answer is no, then that's the answer you want, so it ticks the box. If yes, ask them to give you a list of all the fees associated with that account package. Number 4, is there a minimum balance needed to keep the account active? If the answer is no, then that's the answer you want. It ticks the box. If it is yes, then you ask them, do I have to pay a fee if I don't maintain a minimum or average balance in the account? Number 5, will it cost you any fees or charges to transfer money? If you're sending money to family and friends, you generally shouldn't be charged, right? But many of them charge you and keep it hidden. So if the answer to this question is no, that's the answer you want. It takes the box. If it is yes, it is a red flag and gets them a big red X. Number 6, does the account pay you interest? If the answer is yes, obviously that's the answer you want. It takes the box. Now, generally, checking accounts, don't pay interest, and if they do, the rate is low. High yielding accounts offer higher interest, and they typically require higher balances. If the answer is no, it may tick the red box. Number 7, you want to know if they will charge you money for using the online services. If the answer is no, it is the answer you want. If it is yes, tell them to give you a list of all the fees. And then number 8, can you get an overdraft simply by withdrawing more than is required if you apply? Because sometimes as a business, a client may pay you late, or your revenue projections may fall short, and you will need some quick money to be able to pay your bills. You need to find out if your bank can offer you a short-term overdraft. And this does not mean that you will need an overdraft, right? You just want to be sure about this in case you will need it. So ask them. If they say no, it is a huge red flag and it gets them an X. Ask them why it is no. Right? If it is a yes, they can issue an overdraft. That is the answer you want. It ticks the box. Ask them what the procedures and fees are for an overdraft, right? And then ask them what kind of businesses they issue overdrafts to. When you ask this question, they will ask you what kind of business you do, right? They ask this so that they can lie about it, right? It is an unnecessary question. So what you do is you just tell them, that your business type is not necessary, and you want them to tell you what kind of businesses they issue overdrafts to. You don't want to open an account with a bank that doesn't offer overdrafts to your kind of business. A bank exists to serve you and to help your business grow, not just to collect fees from you. If they can't issue you an overdraft, then there's no point using them. Number 9, does this bank account have unlimited transactions? Because some banks restrict you to a certain number of in-bank transactions a month, after which they charge you for any other transactions above that number. And I'm not talking about ATM usage. So if the answer is yes, it ticks the box. If it is no, ask them how many transactions they allow per month and what the fee is per transaction if you go over that number. Number 10, can you make deposits walk-in, online, or via mobile for free? If the answer is yes, it ticks the box. If the answer is no, it's a huge red flag, because they shouldn't be charging you for making deposits, but many do, and they hide it. Ask them why, and for them to give you a list of all the fees associated. Then number 11, what reward programs come with the accounts that you want to open? If they don't understand, ask them if opening this account comes with rewards, like enrolling you to a gold or platinum access to airport lounges, for example, when you have long layovers, when you travel. I found this out the hard way. So I was in Qatar coming back from the World Cup, and I was trying to pay for premium lounge access with my GT Bank card. And the guy asked if I was enrolled to their program. I said no, because GTB didn't tell me. And he said if I was, I wouldn't have had to pay. It cost me $150, and I was royally pissed, really. So why don't they tell their customers this? Because they don't want to pay, because it's going to cost them money, right? So find out. Other things to find out is how are you going to interact with this bank. It's important to know that the bank has a good app, a good phone customer service, or a good working customer service. They are going to lie about this, even if they are shit. So, you want to find out how they interact with their customers. So a good way to do that is to go in and find out what are their apps like, right? Visit it on the App Store, check out the user reviews. Ask them if you can pay your bills via their mobile apps. Can you take a photo of a check, for example, and deposit it through the app? Does it have all the functionalities available on the market right now? What is their customer service like? After you visit, call their customer service lines. Go to their websites and get the number. Call them and see if you can easily talk to someone, a human being, when you call their customer service line. And repeat these questions above. You will be very likely calling them if their services turn out to be bad. So the earlier you find this out, so that you don't open an account there, the better for you. Then Google them, see what other people are saying about them. So do all of this, and you will see that you end up opening an account with the right bank. So if you love this video, hit the subscribe button, and follow me on social media, Twitter and Instagram at Ronald Zumora, Facebook at Tiken Zumora. And if you're new to business and you would like to learn more about business, I've written a book called I Will Teach You Business, and it shows you what I've learned over the last 17 years building my own business. You can get a copy by clicking the link in the description below. And till I see you next time in the next video, enjoy yourself.